Once you've downloaded Minecraft EDU Edition, now it's time to get into the actual game. So here you can see the main screen. Let's go through these features so you know exactly what to turn on, what to turn off, and how to start your games. So if I want to play right away, that's going to take me to the main screen. But before we get there, there's a couple things we can do. Let's click the little back button beside play. First thing you're going to see is they have a new and featured. They also had our code in here as well, but basically this kind of shows you the new collections that Minecraft EDU has launched itself. So you have different things you can play with here. If you happen to be logging into a Chromebook or maybe a different student's logged in, you can always go in here and switch accounts. So you'll just sign out and then you can log in back as whoever it is that needs to be on that computer. Over here, we've got our little avatar Minecraft guy. You can see Kitchen K is a chef, obviously. But if you go to the little clothes hanger, you can choose from a variety of different things. There's the developer skins every day. I love the lumberjack. So you can choose whatever it is you want, and that will change it instantly right into there. Now let's actually go into the settings. Here's where we're going to change up some of our world settings to make it easier for you to play, to kind of control the environment, and just a couple good features to make it run really, really well. Let's click on settings. So there's a couple things we can do outside of the world because we haven't actually entered a world yet. So accessibility, you have lots of features So accessibility has some key features that when you do the chat in your group, it can actually read it to you. There's certain controls here. I recommend always having a mouse with Minecraft. It just makes it easier, but if you don't, you can actually apply which buttons you want to be what. But traditionally, it's the WASD keys, and then the mouse buttons kind of control other things. If you have a controller, you can use that as well. So you can use controller layouts or touchscreen. The biggest I want to show you here, though, is the video and the audio. So when I go to video, now, when you change things with the video, this is going to affect only you, not the entire class. This is a personalized setting for how you play. So don't worry about first player. Don't worry about changing how it looks because you can change that in-game. You can hide the things in your hand so you get a better view. But let's go down to here because we want to make this run better. So Minecraft is a really heavy program that can slow down your computer. When I go down here, you can see all these fancy leaves, bubbles, and watch what happens when I turn this on. So it actually says it may lower your performance. So typically what I do is I turn all these fancy things off, the smooth sky, fancy graphics, all that stuff. Make sure you leave in-player names on because that's how you can tell who your students are. But the biggest one is right here. And this is more maybe for us old teachers, but when you walk in Minecraft, you actually bob up and down, which can make you very seasick. So I traditionally always turn that off. Then I don't get that seasickness as I play the game. The other thing that can affect your computer speed is if you go down here, you can see there's renderings. So this just means how far you can see ahead. So you can see the whole valley, mountains, or you kind of see it as you move. So typically I turn all these things way down because they just make your computer respond better. The other thing I like to mention is the audio on the left here. There's always music playing. So I turn this up, you can hear it. That can be very distracting for a lot of students or yourself, but remember this is a personal choice. When you turn this off, it's not going to affect everybody. But I do mention it to students because I turn that off. And then, of course, your sound effect volume, when you build things, place things, you'll hear those little clicks. So those are the settings that you can change before you even create a world. But don't worry, you can also change these mid-game as well.